Lots of tourists are arriving, quite confused actually, because they've arrived in the midst of the train strikes and that's sort of scuppered their journey. I have to be really truthful, it's quite calm here. It's not chaos, and one ticket officer inside told me, well, people know about this who are locals, they've decided not to travel, and actually it was quite quiet yesterday. Whereas normally there'd be about 25 to 30 trains going out from this station every day. Now it's more like 4 or 5 every hour. Sorry, that's 25 an hour normally, now about 4 an hour. This picket line is looking quite sparse. I was here a couple of hours ago and there are a few more people, and quite a lot of cars coming past were hooting their horns in support. A lot of people saying, well, I really support strike action, but maybe just not this one. The key question for people who can't go out on their normal journey they'd like to today is, why are they doing this? Well, earlier I spoke to the Assistant General Secretary of the RMT Union. They're the real sort of linchpin behind this set of strikes. And I asked John Leach why.
Britain's railways are closed today as a result of RMT strike action because our members are standing up and fighting back against imposed job cuts, an attack on their terms and conditions of employment, and because of the cost of living crisis that we've got at the moment, they need a pay rise. They haven't had a pay rise for 3 years. They've had a pay freeze. We've got £2 billion worth of cuts being imposed upon the industry. This means every single ticket office is threatened with closure. It means that there's a fire and rehire process being brought onto the railway. It means that maintenance and safety regimes are going to be changed, and it means there's pension attacks coming down the chute as well.
So it comes down to pay. When pushed, John Leach said to me, they would be looking at about a 7% increase. That might be something they could agree to around the negotiating table. The Transport Minister, Grant Shapps, is saying, look, we've spent £16 billion over the pandemic. The taxpayers are now footing the bill of the railways. It's time for modernisation, and let's talk about how we could do that. In the meantime, anyone arriving through King's Cross is going to find not only difficulties at King's Cross, but St Pancras, but also on the underground as well. You can just see around there the shutters in front of the tube station there, where people would go to, get the Victoria Line, the Piccadilly, maybe exploring the rest of London. They'll find that that's shut too as well. And again, that is all about pay and job insecurity. So we've got a few days of strikes to come, and are going to be inconvenient ways to travel in the days in between too.